Israel collects taxes for the Palestinians. They should have been delivered to the Palestinian government. They haven't done so in 8 months. It totals $700 million, representing 2/3 of the Palestinians' budget. In an embargo to the Hamas government, Europe has also ceased their monetary contributions. With no money and a strangled economy, civil servants are left unpaid.
The GDP per capita in Palestine today, thanks to the measures that were taken against the government, has gone down from $1,600 per capita to $600 per capita. 60% decline in GDP. In comparison to how much in Israel? $22,000 per capita. And they oblige us to buy things from the market at the same Israeli market price. What is this if it is not apartheid?
There is no any income for our government because this government, the new government, came after the elections. It has been denied its dues because it has been to be collected by the Israelis and to be paid to the Palestinians later on. Israel is refusing to pay anything now. And most of this money, which is about $700 million now, it is still in the hands of the Israelis. Also, there is no any permissions to the donations from anywhere in the world or from the Arabian countries to come to the Palestinian government.
In which law in the world a country can withhold the taxes that people pay from another country? If Spain did that to Portugal, what would the Portuguese people do? If Germany did that to France, what would the French people do? In which right Israel does that? And that is the main reason why we have this crisis.
So this government is unable to pay the salaries to this huge number of employees. They are about 1/3 of the power working inside Palestine, and they are unable to have their salaries since more than 7 or 8 months now. This soldier who is escorting you from areas until here, he is without salary since 7 months. And of course the salary is part from the income coming to the economy, and it's the circle of the economy now is blocked, and therefore the life in general for all our economical activities are going down and very low.
We faced a serious financial problem in our society. I can say more than 165,000 employees and families. It's represent 1 million people in Palestine now. They live without any revenue and salaries. Actually, we receive some down payment from the presidents and the International European Committee, and some our families, they try to help us during the 7 or 8 months in this problem.
Everybody here, that all the people who are working 24 hours a day without payment. Without payment.
8 months with no salaries.
Before the partial European help and financial aspect, a lot of our employees, he couldn't find $0.25 to come by a car from his part for transportation from his home to this, and they came walking few kilometers, 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers, and go back walking after finishing the
or in
job.
A donkey car.
Or on a primitive car.
Only health system employees and the poorest pensions receive their pay, thanks to European money. But not to breach the blockade, Europe has found a temporary and risky approach. Money is to be delivered directly to the Palestinians through banks, avoiding the Hamas government. And although Israel withholds their taxes, they still pay Israel for the electricity supply. If this precarious aid system becomes an effective long-term policy, it will void any concept for a Palestinian state. With no pay, public officials are on strike. In the West Bank, where Fatah has more support, some rallies have turned violent. To achieve international acceptance and the end of the blockade, Hamas and Fatah attempt a settlement aiming for a government of national unity. Parliament divided into the West Bank and the Gaza Strip with barely communication between them. More than 40 members of parliament are in Israeli jails. 80,000 men distributed in several security forces, loyal to each side, thousands of weapons, a failing economy. Palestine threatens civil war.